Roy, you know there's one question on my mind, and I appreciate you answering it. Does Floyd Mayweather want to smoke with Roy Jones Jr.?
Floyd Mayweather, anybody else that wants to smoke with Roy Jones, we know damn well they can get in no question. Has there ever been a question? That's the one thing that's different from Roy, that's the difference between Roy and Floyd. Floyd picked these folks. Roy fought whoever the fuck came, excuse my language. So, don't get me questions. You all made me cook.
They must have really forgot. They must have really forgot.
Don't be sorry, Chip. Don't be sorry.
But no, anybody come my way, man, I'm always ready for. I don't care who it is.
Did you feel I mean, obviously you did feel disrespected.
He played stupid games, you know what I mean? Like I said, when this man was proposing him up over there in Dubai, I was one of the people that tried to lie to make sure he got home okay. You understand me? So no matter what the difference may be, I still respect you as a champion. Now you're not my top 5, but I still...
What happens when two of boxing's most iconic figures, fighters known for lightning speed, raw power, and unshakable self-belief, cross paths at the wrong moment? What starts as unspoken tension suddenly boils over, turning mutual respect into open confrontation. This wasn't some routine altercation. This involved Roy Jones Jr. and Floyd Mayweather, two of the flashiest and most talented boxers of their era, exchanging blows in an airport. Not inside a ring, not during a promo or exhibition. This was real, unexpected, and personal. And here's the twist. Floyd wasn't the one who started it. The man famous for controlling every situation found himself on the receiving end, injured badly enough to need medical attention. Now, Roy Jones Jr. is finally explaining what pushed things that far and why he reacted the way he did.
Or is there something that maybe you don't like about Floyd?
One thing I don't like is that you don't respect elders. You talk about Muhammad Ali got beat by an 8-0 fighter. That 8-0 fighter was an Olympian who was a monster, who, if you had a monster like that in your weight class, you wouldn't fight him at that time. You understand where I'm coming from? So, that being said, you're disrespecting the greatest fighter of all time. And if you disrespect him, you disrespect him. So you have no respect. But when you see me, you're gonna have some respect. Because if you wanna get it, we can get it. I'm gonna go earn my respect.
But I didn't hear you say anything disrespectful about Floyd.
I never do. I'm not the disrespectful type of guy. That's not who I am. I'm the type of guy. The reason I'm not disrespectful is because when I say something, I'm ready to die for it. So if I say this, I'm ready to die for this. You understand me?
You stand on it.
I stand on it. You understand me? I'm not, like I said, I don't think LeBron is not a great player. I'm not one of the greatest players of all time. But if you ask me, in your opinion, my opinion, which I'm entitled to, you think LeBron and Mike, I'm gonna say Mike because I saw what Mike went through to get where he got. So I got my own reason why I'm gonna probably like Mike. I'm not saying just you're trash. No, you're not. I'm not saying you're not a great player.
Right.
I'm not saying you're not one of the top 5. Because you could be that, you feel me? And in most people's opinion, you probably are. Some people's opinion, you probably top 1. That's not, I can't say, oh, I'm right and everybody's wrong. No, that's just my opinion.
Right.
I'm entitled to my opinion. But I will fight about my opinion. So if you got a problem with my opinion, whoever, call my...
Let's rewind to the very start. Back to when the pressure was quietly building, before the punch landed and the boxing world was caught completely off guard. How did it reach that point? It didn't begin with shouting or chaos. It started with silence.
Career, he's really been hurt. He's gone down before one time, but there was a perfect left hand. Roy never saw it coming. Roy is out. And Roy may be out of boxing.
And that's why Tarver wanted to be the counterpuncher, because he answered Roy's right hand with a perfect left hand shot that knocked Jones out.
And he's been knocked out again. Will we ever see Roy Jones in the ring again?
Not the one we are used to seeing, because we didn't see him tonight. We saw the guy who got knocked out by Carver getting knocked out by Glenn, and he is still out on the canvas and hurt badly. In our meeting yesterday, Roy Jones made it clear that he didn't think Carver's knockout on him suggested he had deteriorated as a fighter. Quote,
It's too complicated. That'll do at this stage. Just a minute into potentially what is a 36-minute night, 12 3-minute rounds.
He's down.
He's gone.
You become a legend, and Johnny Boy is on the verge of history. Ready? Can Johnny survive? This is going to finish. He's on brand. The crowd roars. Rain fires. And he stopped the He's going to the 1 minute 4 seconds remaining. James is struggling. It's over. Daddy.
The only days before the airport blowup, Floyd Mayweather shared a brief video on Instagram. There was no caption, no explanation, just a slowed-down clip of Roy Jones Jr. hitting the canvas. As the footage played, Floyd sat back in a luxury suite, wine in hand, wearing a knowing smile. He didn't have to say a single word. The message was loud and clear.
Said something about him, and he ended up making a post. Floyd Mayweather ended up making a post about Roy Jones getting knocked out. Y'all ain't seen that shit? I'm gonna put it in the chat.
It's silly because a lot of people don't have, a lot of boxers do not like Floyd. Like a lot of people don't have a lot of good things to say about Floyd. You know what I'm saying? But again, Floyd ain't gonna.
Yeah. He don't care. He just says something.
I think a lot of the boxers, and I ain't saying Floyd is bad, and I think a lot of boxers, man, they had nothing to do with Floyd either.
Right, which is do his own thing.
They wanted to, but they didn't have like.
And what you just brought up,
Four fans picked up on it instantly. Social media went to work. Roy Jones Jr. became the target of non-stop jokes, with memes spreading everywhere and critics labeling him past his prime. Comparisons started, flying, with people saying Floyd would never suffer that kind of moment and dragging up old debates about why Roy stayed away from a fight back in 2002. For Roy, it cut deeper than boxing talk. He felt disrespected on a human level, not just as a former champion. At that point, it stopped being internet noise and turned into something real. So when the two finally crossed paths face to face, all that built-up tension had nowhere left to go. And it exploded.
He fought Roy in his prime, at his very best, at 168.
He fought me in my prime.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready, he fought me and he won.
Yeah.
He beat him.
Yeah.
You know what? He didn't beat me like he beat everybody else.
He had to work to beat you. Yeah. In his prime, who would you say was better? You were in the ring with Roy. You saw Floyd in their primes. Who had a better prime? Who was the overall better fighter?
Roy Jones.
Roy Jones? Why is that? What separates him from Floyd in their prime?
The reason why was Roy put everybody in their prime. Floyd put everybody after his prime. He went 5 minutes, fight Pacquiao.
Pac was still in his prime, wasn't he? Pacquiao was younger than Floyd when they fought.
You know, but he had more wars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, go back and look at how Floyd was fighting.
The back and forth didn't start overnight. In fact, it surprisingly traces back to Muhammad Ali. Floyd has always spoken highly of Ali, but he's never placed him alone at the very top of boxing's all-time. Great list, a stance that rubs many old-school fans the wrong way. Things escalated when Floyd doubled down, suggesting that both Ali and Roy depended heavily on footwork and movement to stay dominant. According to him, once that mobility faded, so did their edge in the ring. That comment hit Roy hard and only, added more fuel to an already burning fire.
It's the same fighter. Their defense is their legs. They're young, and at the top of their game, they can move. Once their legs went away, they sat him down the rope-a-dope. Ali, the same fighter that got beat by a fighter with 7 fights. Leon Spinks beat Muhammad Ali when he only had 7 fights. Ken Norton really beat Ali all 3 times. Go back and look at the fights. And I take my hat off to Roy Jones. Still beat more world champions.
Some people saw Floyd's comments as honest analysis, but for Roy, it crossed a much deeper line. He felt it wasn't just criticism. It was an attack on everything he had built. Speaking with Seconds Out's Radio Raheem, Roy made it clear that showing disrespect toward Ali was a deal-breaker for him. In his mind, once that line was crossed, mutual respect was gone. From there on, it wasn't just talk anymore. The rivalry turned real.
I'm out of my way to troll him a little bit now. You want to fight? Come on. I mean, I ain't tripping. You ain't got to troll me. Come see me. That's who I am. I don't do talk well, you know?
Have you heard anything from him or anybody in the camp?
No, I ain't heard nothing yet, but they know where I'm at and they know how to find me.
I mean, you think there's a possibility, Roy? Like, we might get this exhibition?
Ain't gonna be no exhibition. I want it real. Ain't no sense of being an exhibition. What we gonna play for? We both fight for real. What we playing for? Wasn't no exhibition. We didn't make it real. Exhibition for people playing. We ain't playing. I ain't anyway.
I mean, I'm being kind of lighthearted about this. You seem a little intense. I've interviewed you a lot of times. I don't think I've seen this look in your eye before.
Well, I mean, I don't bother nobody. I'm authorized. I can have my own opinion. You got a problem with my opinion, then anything I say, I'll be willing to fight about. That's why I don't fuss much, because if I say it, I mean it. And if you want to do something about it, come on.
All right, real quickly.
Inside the ring, outside the ring, I don't care what you do.
7 Roy didn't stop there. He went after Floyd's undefeated record, arguing that the perfect 50-0 was shaped by smart matchmaking rather than the kind of risks Ali willingly took throughout his career. To Roy, that difference mattered. Now, back to the moment everything finally spilt over, the airport incident. According to reports, it all went down at LAX. Roy was flying in from Miami. Floyd had just landed from Dubai, surrounded by his usual circle: security, cameras, and members of the TMT camp. They were never meant to cross paths. Different terminals, different timelines, but somehow, despite all that planning, they ended up in the same place. And that's when fate stepped in.
Time to go! Time to go! Whoa! Time to go! Time to go! Let's go!
It happened near the baggage claim. The moment their eyes locked, the atmosphere shifted. People nearby said you could feel it instantly. The air got heavy. Roy didn't pause or posture. When things moved toward him, he slipped aside, stepped in, and fired a sharp right hand that caught Floyd clean. No gloves, no buildup, no warning. Just one bare-knuckle punch that changed everything.
Oh, the fuck you think they play with? I play no motherfucking games. I'll fuck you up,
Floyd staggered backward and went down, reportedly striking his head against a baggage cart. Within seconds, security swarmed the area. Cameras were already rolling, and phones were lifted everywhere as the scene spiraled into chaos. Not long after, Roy released a statement, and he made one thing clear: he wasn't backing down. He said he didn't start the fight, claiming someone from Floyd's side made contact first. Roy explained that he tried to address the issue face to face, man to man, but felt Floyd brushed it off. To him, that moment crossed a line. He emphasized that he was raised to fight when respect is violated and that he stands on principle, not apologies. Floyd was later taken to a nearby hospital for evaluation. While there were no reports of serious injuries, doctors were said to be monitoring him for a mild concussion and swelling around the eye. Since then, Floyd has gone unusually silent. No posts, no live streams, no social media presence at all. what many people forget is that this tension didn't come out of nowhere. Roy and Floyd have shared a long, overlapping history. Both were champions in the early 2000s. Floyd ruling the lighter divisions, Roy dominating at light heavyweight. They never competed in the same weight class, but the rivalry was always there, fueled by subtle shots, pound-for-pound arguments, and pure pride.
The thing of boxing, I know we play games and people have their issues and people have opinions. It's cool too. I got opinions and I'm allowed to say my opinions or speak my opinions. And if somebody was trying to send me a subliminal message, it worked, because if you want to prove that you're better than me, I'm always ready, wide open.
Roy often boasted that he was the bigger fighter, while Floyd would fire back with his classic line, "I've never been knocked out." But this punch wasn't about bragging rights or old videos, it was about respect and legacy. Roy felt that Floyd had crossed a line, undermining everything he had accomplished in the ring. Floyd built a reputation on mind games, posting silent clips, downplaying rivals and getting under opponents' skin. But in this case, Roy felt the games had gone too far.
You know Roy Jones, right?
Yes.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you. Do you think Roy wins by knockout?
You agree with me? Roy Jones is in his prime? Man, fast, footwork, strong. You see Roy Jones in his prime?
Absolutely. Do you think he will knock Mayweather out in his prime?
Yeah, I think so.
What about an exhibition?
Left hand, shout out.
What if they had an exhibition together? Who would win?
The exhibition is different. Like, I mean, not like in the prime. Like, but it's good. Good thing that.
11. Even as the dust begins to settle, opinions in the boxing world remain split. Legends like Andre Ward, Oscar De Dude, La Hoya, and voices from Pacquiao's camp have all shared their takes. Some argue that Floyd's signature speed and defensive skill could still earn him rounds, while others point to Roy's size, raw power, and old-school aggression as the kind of edge that might finally challenge Floyd's perfect record. Pacquiao didn't hold back either, suggesting that if both fighters were in their primes, Roy would have the upper hand over Floyd.
Live, only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
12. Pacquiao's take isn't too surprising. Roy has long argued that Floyd didn't deserve all the credit for their past encounters, and the tension between the two has always been there. Meanwhile, social media is on fire. Fans are revisiting old fights, debating records, and sharing their strongest opinions. This has evolved into more than just a boxing feud. It's become a full-blown cultural moment. One thing is clear: the audience is desperate for this showdown. It's not about belts or rankings anymore, it's personal, and Floyd is feeling that pressure. Sources say he's more focused than he's been in years, sharpening every detail of his training. Insiders close to Floyd's Vegas. Camp report that he's back to an intense training routine, hitting the gym twice a day, fine-tuning his footwork, and even sparring with active professional fighters to stay sharp.
What he want to do, he's going to beat you, because he's very explosive and he's very mean.
I was going to say mean.
To me, people don't give him enough credit. People always say, well, Floyd would beat Sugar. No, baby, Floyd is not as near as mean as Sugar was.
You don't think he would have beat him?
How? How you going to keep him off of him? Sugar is a dog. Just because his name Sugar don't mean nothing. Sugar is a dog. People don't give him enough credit for that. You got to think, this is between round 13 and 14, I think. Angelo Dundee said, you're blowing it, son. Sugar Leonard got went there and put these things on time, it hurts. who knocked Roberto Duran cold with one shot. When Tommy hits you just like G-Man, you've been hit. So for Sugar to go out there and do that, man, they don't give Sugar enough credit. You understand me?
He's a great finisher too.
They don't give Sugar enough credit.
He gets you hurt, it's over with.
They don't give Sugar enough credit. So for me, I like Floyd, and Floyd is cool, but it's like, it's gonna be hard for me to see how they're gonna take it and beat Sugar. I mean, they'd have to do something different, that's for sure. Now, if he did something different, he probably have a chance, but just the way he been doing with normal people, that's not gonna work. Well, what I saw in his prime, that's not gonna work with Sugar. Sugar got a third element right there. He does. He got a third element right there. And we know that. We think Floyd got one, but we don't know. We never seen the challenge. We know Sugar got one.
13 Floyd may be approaching 50, but don't count him out. His speed is still lightning quick, his reflexes remain razor sharp, and his defense is as tricky as ever. Roy's advantage is straightforward. He's bigger, packs serious power, and has racked up knockout after knockout over the years. That punch at the airport wasn't just a hit, it was a statement, a warning of what he's capable of.
I saw Roy Jones call out Floyd Mayweather after Floyd Mayweather's subliminal disses. I saw it. And you guys are hitting me up repeatedly. Showbiz, who do you have if Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather were to fight? And, you know, I must say, Roy Jones is my favorite fighter ever. He's my favorite fighter ever. You guys know I was a huge fanboy and all those things. I've said it repeatedly. But if they were to fight, I'll be rooting on Floyd Mayweather, man. I can't. Listen, regardless of how many times I've criticized Floyd and his career or whatever, Tim T has always shown me love, man. Floyd Mayweather showed me love. His son, his family. Look, Tim T has always shown love, bro. They have kept it a bean. I just never really been able to connect with Roy like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen him a few times, but
14 Floyd's game plan is simple. Stay sharp, keep moving, frustrate Roy, and land clean, precise counters. But one well-placed punch from Roy could turn the fight on its head. Floyd's reflexes remain lightning fast, yet age might have softened his chin just a bit. Even so, he's still a serious threat in the ring.
I do have another question. What do you think about Floyd and Roy? I said boxing is hot. It's the Devin Haney era. You got the OGs, the double OGs, the triple OGs. You got the baby Gs. Everybody is fighting for a spot. What a glamorous and great time to be in the boxing.
That's it for today. Fight fans, stay in the loop with all the latest boxing news, highlights, and stories by subscribing to and hitting the notification bell so you never miss a beat. Be sure to check out our other videos while you're here. Until next time, stay safe, stay sharp, and take care.